1,500, couple hundred, whatever. So, well,
This is husband's name was.
no, I do not. So,
The reason
this
I
one,
ask is my grandmother was Willis.
is that right? Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm in touch with her daughter on Facebook, and so she would probably know. I know her son, which is not on Facebook, Chris. Now Chris, when I was in school, she was a Cheney. So I always knew her as Miss Cheney. But exactly when she married Willis, or her original maiden name was Stone, but she was a Cheney. And then when she was my teacher in the 3rd grade. But I'm sorry, Bob, Miss Taylor, do you know, or
She
anything?
was her maiden name was Stone, but she
Right.
married Stone, and she married a Cheney,
Yeah, Cheney.
and I think he passed away, and she married Alma with it.
Yeah.
Well, it's part, it's out.
What's the first name?
Out.
Oh, okay, so there's your name. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alma, her name was Alma Willis, and he had a brother, twin brother named Arthur Willis.
Okay.
Well, that's
Well,
what.
that's what it says, yeah.
Okay.
Alma worked in Holt for years laying carpet, so people probably would know him that way.
Okay. Right. So, but another question, I mean, hopefully this is helpful. And if you find any kind of information that you think would be, helpful to post here or put on the site, just, that's what I was gonna say here. There's actually a few ways of sending me information. I do have a Facebook group, not necessarily for content, but for feedback. So it's a Facebook group, just called by the same name, Blevins AR History. And you can message me or privately message or send it through that. The website itself is just blevinsarhistory@gmail.com. Several people have sent me information on that. I was missing like 10 pages of one of the yearbooks. Somebody just emailed to me, said, hey, here's the 10 pages. And I added them into the 1985 yearbook. For some reason, 10 pages were missing on the ones I have. And then there is a comment section on the website itself, on the back side, that you can add comments. But these typically are the best way, an email or sending it there. So, but in sort of a side note, I'd love to publish some of the stories. Ricky, you've been writing. Ricky has just some great stories on his background, being from the Hempstead County area, but just sort of some stories, and I mean that's sort of would welcome any kind of stories.
Can I tell you one real quick?
Sure, you can. I love it.
There was a African American lady that lived just up the hill from our house.
Right.
And we called her, she was Old Mary, is what we called her. And we would take Thanksgiving dinner, and she didn't have very much. But she was like a character out of Gone with the Wind.
Oh.
The long dress, the apron, and one time my cousin and I, we were in the skydiving, we jumped over my granddad's house and landed on your brother's property, just right there, his front yard. And she came running down the hill, screaming, hands above her head, and she thought we were angels. She thought
This is good. But you need to write.
she thought we were, we had like triangles here. What was that?
God bless her. God bless
You got that all right.
Well, that's a great story.
Yeah, but she came running down hysterical. It was the second coming, right?
What was her last name?
My mom would know. Where you had a son.
Wait, well, what was her last name? You said
I don't remember.
it was Smith, right? Lisa, was it not Lisa Smith? There was a girl in my class, and she lived in the area you're talking about. Her name was Lisa Smith, I thought. But
Yeah, I know Lisa.
I don't know if you remember that, but I don't know what happened to her. But she used to ride the bus and get off. It was just right up the road, almost across
Yeah,
from the Stone House. Was it right across from the Stone House?
Her brother
Yeah.
lived there, and then her brother's son, right, the guys across the street, lives there now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anything else?
Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you very much. Well, I was gonna say one other thing. I don't know if all of you, but all of you went to the school of Blevins. Talk about, John, I was telling my son, There's my son, he's son Josh. But we're coming over, and I kept saying, Old Washington, Old Washington. I just always, Old Washington. What's old? What do you mean? How do you spell Old Washington? I'm like, actually, it's just Washington, but we've always called it Old Washington. And as I was driving down on 30, it said Historic Washington. I said, well, maybe I should call it Historic Washington. I don't know, whatever. I said, it's to me, it's Old Washington. But a memory that I have, and I don't know if any, for you, the window Blevins, but we had a 6th grade teacher, and her name was Miss Ely. What was Miss Ely's first name?
Margie.
Yeah. Every year, and everybody from 1st grade to the 6th grade was excited about this. Her 6th grade field trip was to Old Washington. And we would come to
You
Washington.
dress the parts.
You would dress part, you come, I have
My
pictures.
neighbor did it too. Miss Willis did it.
Did she?
too.
Yeah, I remember Miss Ely.
My
did.
girls did it too, it was fast then.
Yeah, but it was a great memory, because we would come over here and we would spend the whole day. We would get here in the morning and spend the day here, have lunch here. We go through the fire museum, we go through all the old museums, and then at the end of the day, by the time we catch the bus home, we'd be back over in Blevins. We'd take the old Southwest Trail, and we would go, make it back home. But it was a memory. I remember 1st grade, thinking a 6th grader, she was doing it, and so excited to get to 6th grade, to finally get to do it, but I was able to eventually do it. So it was a good memory that Miss Ely would, in our class, it was Miss Ely. Now, it could be Miss Willis, or it could be others.
She did it too.
Yeah, she did too, yeah. So I wanted to sort of end with that a lot of the students have that as a fond memory of coming over. So, but that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Please go to the website and just give me content, like memories of anything that you think would be add to the value of this.
Did a great job.
All right. Thank you.
Thank y'all for coming tonight.
All right. Oh, but if you want to take a quick look over here, I have the M.L. Nelson's journal. It's a little bit dark here, but his journal and my granddad's journal, one of them, and then.
Hey, how are you? I recognize